thought today I would do like a current favourites video. I know this is another sit down video, but I've been working on something else, but I've also wanted to be able to post weekly. So do you hate the lighting? I hate it. 1 second. That's better. I do this thing where I don't want to post rubbish, but also sometimes like, oh, I don't want to post that, that's rubbish. I end up posting it just for the fact that I don't want to get into a really perfectionist rut where I don't post anything because nothing's going to be good enough. So yeah, it's hard to explain. I also thought that, you know, I want to make more artsy videos, but I never want to stop being me, and I feel like this is a sort of like me sort of video where you can learn about me out. But I thought I'd just share with you some things that I've been loving this month. None of them are makeup, they're just like little things that I like. You'll understand when I get into it. The first thing, does anybody else listen to storytime videos on YouTube? I love them, but they're the worst. If you don't know what storytime videos, just type in storytime and you'll find them. Are just like YouTubers, it's mostly girls doing it, but they tell stories about things that have happened in their life and they're always just like so dramatic. It's like, my boyfriend dumped me and slept with my sister, my babysitter tried to kill me. It's awesome. But they're really bad. Like, oh no, I need to stop watching them. The thing is, I fall asleep to them. I have a really hard time falling asleep, and if I put on a storytime video that's like 15 minutes long and it's just some girl talking about how annoying her ex-boyfriend was, I'm gonna like conk out in 5 minutes. It's awesome. But I found something that is like story times but with substance. It's called Sparks True Stories. You can find it at stories.co.uk/podcast, and it's basically a podcast. And before you're like, oh no, I don't listen to podcasts, just give it a chance. It's basically a room full of people and then they invite people up to tell their life stories, and it's always got a theme. Like recently one that I listened to was about escape, and they had like another one about refugees, and like some of the stories are really funny, some of them are really sad, and some of them are just like really happy. But it's just like true real life stories that like you can't make up, but they're really good. I mean, especially if you want to be a writer, listening to other people's stories and just like taking in as many stories as possible is one of the best things you can do, so definitely give that a listen. Number 2 is an artist that I've been obsessed with, and it's not been just this month. I've been obsessed with this person for like months. I can't remember how I found their art, but like I follow a lot of illustrators on Instagram. Their art just like, I don't want to be self-centered and be like, it reminds me of me, but without sounding completely self-obsessed. I'm just like always in a world of my own, and I know that like everybody says that, like, oh, I'm just always in a world of my own, but like literally these pictures just remind me so much of like myself and like the like little daydreams I have in my head. First of all, like, I love bears. I don't know if I've said that, but like I love bears. Bears are like my favorite animals, and every time I see them, like, I just want to cry. So I just think they're so beautiful and just so lovely. And like the girl in this, we have the same hair as well, which is the only one thing that's keeping me back from dyeing my hair at this moment. I don't want to put a picture in, but like I'll show you on my phone. This is the first one I ever saw. It's just so cute. Like, please just go follow this person. They're called like Apple basically. There's their username there. And then follow me at Lilac Darling, but it's like a dot between lilac and darling. I love this artist so much. Number 3, me and Alex went to the circus, and like I am so obsessed with the circus. Like, I've never been to the circus, but like I always like the idea of the circus because in Coraline, like one of our neighbours is like a circus trainer who like trains little rats, or is it mice? I think it's mice. I always like the aesthetic of the circus, like, because it's like quite creepy, but it's like quite like gothic, but it's like cute and it's fun and it's upbeat. And first of all, see, as soon as I walked in, I was just like, holy shit, like it's so creepy. Yeah, we laughed like at so many of the acts, and we were just like, what are we watching? But first of all, right, I've got this saved from my phone, so I'll insert it here. Sully and Mike came out from Monsters Inc, but like Sully's arms didn't move, and he was like, and he was walking around to like really like scary music, and he was like, off with your head. It was just like a mess, and all the kids were just screaming their heads off. Like, it was was the best. And then we got giant candy floss, like it was massive. Wow, I want to be in a circus now. Like I don't have any talent that I could like contribute to the circus, but like I want to like travel around with a circus and like write a book about like what it's like, because like I like the idea that they all know each other, and I bet there's like some rivalry between like some of the acts, and some people hate each other, some people are in love, and it's just like I want to be part of that. Wow. See, in the UK we never get as cool Happy Meal toys as the US. The kids meal is like a perfect size of like food for me. I always get the kids meal. And something you might not know about me is that honestly, if I had enough money and didn't have like a weird thing about having too much stuff in my room, I would totally be a toy collector. And I just think toys are such a creative industry. Like the toy making industry is just so creative, and they're constantly coming up with new things that I'm just like, wow. Yeah, so basically if we ever went shopping, we would be going into toy shops as well, because like I could look at them all day. I don't need them all, I don't even want them all, but like wow. So McDonald's did Adventure Time toys. You got 2 in every pack and you could like switch their bodies. They're honestly just adorable. You're like, Fiona, how many times did you go to McDonald's? I'm not kidding you, like I was so in love with these that I literally went like days in a row. I don't even have them all, there were so many. But yeah, that wasn't even all of them. They were absolutely adorable. I was so impressed. I got this jumper yesterday, which I really like. Feminism, the radical notion that women are people. I really like this jumper because I put it on immediately when I bought it, and then we went out for lunch and the guy at the till just gave me like such a dirty look, and I was like, this is exactly why I bought this shirt. If you like disagree and give me weird looks because I'm wearing that, like you're exactly this type of person that I want to be avoiding. Thank you so much for like just pointing that out to me. Was that fun? I don't know. If you want to subscribe, subscribe, and if you want to be my friend, be my friend. Honestly. Yes.
And the kneeling, or offhand position. Or offhand position.